Want to get over to Chelsea Donovan. She's live on Ocean Isle Beach. And Chelsea, it looks like you were in the water. My goodness, every time we come to you, it just looks worse and worse.
This is exactly what town officials here in Ocean Isle were warning of. This is the result of that high tide. I want to give you a point of reference. So I'm about 5'7", and you can see I'm not even in the middle of the street and the water's coming up to my knees. You can see we're at the corner of Monroe and East 2nd. And the way that Ocean Isle works is about every other street is a canal road. It spills in those canals from the intercoastal. And so you can see where I'm standing on a road. You can see where Lauren's panning over to the left. That's actually one of those inner canals, and you can see those docks right now that seem to be obviously a little compromised. As she pans farther over to your left on East 2nd, that's where you can see the emergency response there from the Ocean Isle Fire Department as well as police. These roads obviously are completely impassable. You can see just looking at a mailbox how high this water is. We knew that high tide was going to be around 11:15. And these canals that come and spill over from the intercoastal waterway with the high tide are doing just that. So you can see these folks that live, for example, on East 2nd Street. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, let's just check out this guy here. This is exactly what the officials are warning not to do. But it gives you a frame of reference right now as we're standing near the intercoastal, just how high this water is. Certainly hope that this gentleman makes it out okay. We can see the folks, the cops on the left-hand side of us are shutting down the roadways. Hopefully he gets to where he's going safe. But again, folks, just to give you that frame of reference, as this car passes, you can see where Lauren's at. That's the canal. Where I'm standing is the road. And as far as the eye can see down East 2nd Street, it's completely impassable. Just water right up to the tip top of the mailbox. These folks obviously are pretty much stranded. They're not going anywhere soon until this water starts to recede. So this is just that picture perfect example of what those town officials were talking about when they were mentioning that storm surge and that coupled with that high tide, that this was going to play out, and it certainly is. Folks, we do not need to be out here driving. It's best to just sit home and sit inside until this water recedes. Right now, I will mention we're getting a reprieve from that the rain rather, but the wind is picking up. But this is just sort of the reason why folks need to be staying inside at this hour. Here in Brunswick County, we're seeing it play out.
My goodness.
Back to you as we continue to monitor the situation.
Chelsea, please stay safe.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can see she almost got knocked over by the wind. You can see the wind really pushing the water. Obviously, that water is just so high. Do not be that man who was driving with the truck.
And